Rev. Ew.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight. I love thee like an ocean, and it's full of sharks, and a tornado comes and it picks up all the sharks and it spreads them all over the place, and it's just awesome. Sharknado! Kids, you haven't seen this yet. Here are a few reasons why. The intro. Now this would have to be the B-movie equivalent of the snow globe crashing at the start of Citizen Kane. And it's probably the fastest premise setup in any movie ever. We got sharks, okay. We got tornado, okay. We got Sharknado, okay. After the title, we have a little prelude where the movie introduces the main characters. This guy?
I don't think so.
This guy?
I don't think so.
That's right, the sharks. Now, the next 14 minutes are relatively tame. The main human characters are introduced, and there's just a few people killed by sharks on the beach. But just after 19 minutes, there's a little 2.5 minutes worth of, now that's what I'm talking about stuff. A shark gets blown through the window of the bar and gets killed with a pool cue. Now some people say the Asylum movies have bad writing, but kids, I've seen some bars, and I tell you, if a shark came through the window, that is exactly what would happen. Now the scene that follows is a fun little piece, and it's probably one of my favourite ones in the movie. The characters synchronising weapons. Now we have baseball bat, shotgun, handgun, bar stool! And which item gets used to save one of the characters just 30 seconds later? That's right, the bar stool! Now, the 2.5 minutes of awesome finishes with the first of a few quick Jaws tributes, and then there was a thing that I like to call the killer runaway Ferris wheel of doom. Now, okay, the Ferris wheel only kills one guy, but I like it when it hits the building. No, I'm not going to show the whole thing, you know, you go and buy it. Sadly, we lose our bar steel wielding warrior at just over the 30-minute mark. Let us have a moment of silence for our fallen hero. But don't cry, children. Just 3.5 minutes later, the movie gives us something to help us deal with that loss. Now, you remember watching James Cameron's Titanic when you kept hoping Leo DiCaprio would die? But you remember Leo DiCaprio was the main star, so then you looked to Billy Zane to be knocked out by a piece of the iceberg while falling down the front window of the boiler to be 3/4 fried before the ship breaks apart and he ends up freezing to death. But the character didn't commit suicide until like years later, and you didn't even see that on screen. Well, introducing Cal Mark II, the quickening, reckoning, death of the annoying character. That's right, kids. It is introduced and you go, "Gah! It's that guy out of Titanic! Kill him!" and the Asylum does it for you. 90 seconds later, he's sleeping with the fishes in the shark. It's just great. In your face, James Cameron. Thank you, Asylum. I love you guys. So, after our friends move along and they save a bunch of kids from a stranded bus from sharks, the Asylum does what its critics have been claiming all along. They borrow from the day after tomorrow and they destroy Hollywood. And then they kill the poor bus driver with it. Now, whatever. Pop quiz, Hot Hunt. You've got 25 minutes left in the movie. You got sharks raining down all over the place from Sharknadoes. What do you do? What do you do? If you said
We're gonna get
drop bombs into the Sharknados from a helicopter,
blasting those bastards.
and get a chainsaw, you win.
But how is that?
But before we do that, we need another Jaws tribute. Now, sure, Robert Shaw, see what I did there? Sure, Robert Shaw did a better job of it, but hey, you know, Cassie Skirbo was a lot prettier, and her hair's just amazing through the whole movie, mostly. You know, it's there should be a song about Cassie Skirbo's hair. Are you growing Cassie Skirbo's hair? You know, something like that. Now, I know they're probably not playing this scene for laughs, but it just cracks me up every time. Especially this little...
Now I really hate sharks too.
I hate sharks too now. That's just great. The last 15 minutes. Wow. Just wow. You got the helicopter taking out the Sharknados with tiny little homemade bombs. You get main characters being eaten by amazingly well-placed sharks. Don't worry kids, it all works out in the end. You get the unluckiest shark in the world that flies into a power pole and explodes. And then you get the unluckiest guy in the world who has his arm bitten off by a flying shark and that then chews on his legs, and while he's down, a hammerhead falls on his head. Hammerhead. I see what you did there, Asylum. And of course some scenes with the chainsaw that just put it up there just under lightsaber. It's the most awesome weapon ever. And the humans get their revenge from Alien with a chestburster scene. Okay kids, I've got 2 complaints with Sharknado, okay? The first one is when I first heard about Sharknado, I thought this is such an insane thing, it'd be just way over the top. And it was way over the top, but not as way over the top as I thought it might have been. Can you believe that? Can you actually go from Sharknado to further over the top from Sharknado? I think yes.
Let's go!
George, get your ass up!
And the second thing, I could have used it faster. Now, Sharknado 2 is coming out, so hopefully we'll get more, even more insane over-the-top stuff from the Asylum. And come on, Asylum, please, more Barstool. Please, I need more Barstool. So, yeah, that's Sharknado. If you have an hour and a half to spare and $10 to throw away, go on, pick it up, have some fun. On the RevEwwEr scale, Sharknado is a Rev. That's it, I'm out here. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time when the truth will be RevEwwEr.